beautiful people. This is Rachel Kirkland, the Modern Shaman, and thanks for being here for question and answer time. Another question, another answer. So this one came through also through my Facebook page, which is just the Modern Shaman. If you're not on it, get on it, and you can connect with me there. Okay, let's see. Okay, they sent kind of two questions. One of which said, how would a psychic medium come out in the open in a society without being persecuted? Question mark. So how can you come out of the spiritual closet without being persecuted? And I think this is a broader topic. Sorry, I'm like moving around in this chair and I'm sweating on my legs, so it sounds like it's all squeaky sounding. My legs are sticking to the chair. Okay, sidetracked, back on track. So I think this also could be a broader question of just like, how do you come out of the spiritual closet without being persecuted for your beliefs that may be contrary to society, contrary to your community that you're in, your family, your, common religious system that's around you, if you're, in the Bible Belt or somewhere that believes certain kind of perspectives. So let me sit into this a little bit. We've all been there, huh? Right? At least maybe everybody watching this video has probably been there and asked themselves, and I constantly ask myself this type of question because I'm constantly expanding and growing and learning things that seem out there, like freaking out there, and I'm like, ooh, do I want to put my toe in that, do I want to like actually make that statement out loud and step into that part of my spirit? And there have been many lifetimes I know of myself, just my own personal lifetimes, that I was persecuted and killed for connections to spirit and non-physical and using my healing abilities. So there's been a pattern of that, and I think a lot of people, at least when they're young, if they're aware of their abilities as a child, almost we have this guttural response which is connected to past lives that feels like we should hide this, or it feels afraid of persecution. So it's very real. Or our gifts being used in a negative way. It's another one that I see a lot with clients come up. We have to work through those fears or those past life blocks. So I don't know that you can come out without being persecuted. I guess you can. You know what I mean? We live in a universe where all possibilities exist. So is it possible to come out spiritually in a community as a psychic and a medium and be just heralded for that? Yes, that is a possibility. Okay, I guess especially if you were in a community that supported that it was a community of psychics, it was a community that, supported tarot and astrology and, an open-minded type of new age energy. I think in that community you would be very heralded and welcomed and supported and encouraged. If you come out into a society that is very structurally religious, fundamentalist, or culturally firm in their beliefs, and there's a sense of that not being accepted as part of the foundation of their beliefs, then I don't know that you would be able to get away from persecution. All in all, we cannot control anyone else's reaction to ourselves. It's theirs. It's their free will. The way that someone reacts to you will always be their choice. I've said this before. I could say, and I have said to clients, I love you. I absolutely love you. And people have cried and connected and felt so loved and been so appreciative. And then I've had other people be like, yeah, you say that to everyone. It means nothing. You're absolutely being like trite and using those words ridiculously. And just completely, not take it. Coming from the same space of energy from me. So you cannot control someone's reaction even to like the purest love energy. People can receive it in their free will as a sovereign being any way they want to receive it. So someone can react to you, persecute, be judgmental, or just react any way that they choose to react. We don't have a sense of control over that. We do have control over our reactions to their persecution. That's our domain, right? Our domain is our own reaction, is our own energy, is our own vibration. And if we stay in a space that allows for that, that is all inclusive, and when you're in that energy of high vibrational state, it is an inclusive energy. It's not separatist. It doesn't separate and segment and fragment. The higher and higher you go, the more one singular energy that you get. And so it leaves room for that. You know, when people come at me with a sense of persecution, when I'm in that vibration, I welcome it. There's a sense of like, I know that that is what's relevant for them, that that is the most healing thing in that moment that they can say, that that is the most relevant, most perfected moment, even if it is in persecution of me. It's relevant for them. So I can hold that space. You know, there's no need to change it. There's just, there's a mothering energy of compassion, of like, let that person live out that energy of persecution if it's relevant for their growth. And me and my arrogance, I don't always know what's relevant for someone else's growth. But I do know I can leave space for them to choose in their own free will, and that's a beautiful way of loving someone. Very high vibrational state of love. To allow beautifully and to know that there's perfection in that, and to trust that they are living out from their highest space what is best for them, the most efficient way that they know how to do it, the most effective way that they know how to do it, even if that is in persecution of you. And I don't say that, I realize it sounds really easy, but we all go through it. I've been through it. I've been through it with the closest of the close of family members, nuclear family, you know, just, you know, no longer talking to me, disowning me. I just, you know, I've been through it. So I get it, to a core level. But you will find the more and more you are in your highest vibrational state, in your alignment with love, coming from that space, there's room for it. You're open and you're just emanating. And if that emanation includes your multidimensional senses, which it will, which it does, once you are connected at that level, you're receiving information at that level. You are communicating on a telepathic level. You're just there. And if it's feeling like it's ready to be birthed out of you, if you're feeling like this is something that needs to come out, and you know this, no one else does, but you know this. I've been there. I've been in that space where I'm like, I can no longer really say this is me. I just can't, if I'm being honest. There is a beauty to transparency, but it often comes off as very harsh to people. I hear that a lot, that I'm harsh, because I'm honest. And a lot of people find that level of honesty difficult, abrasive, because they're used to placating. People placating them or telling them what they want to hear, or not being honest, or just, you know, saying what's easy. And that being said, there is an extreme sense of peace when you are in your own space of alignment, when you are standing in your own truth, in transparency, in love. You know you're in alignment with what you're saying. There's peace in that, no matter how someone reacts to you, because you know you came from a true space of love, a true space of personal integrity with what the divine source within you was saying, was communicating, was emanating. And you can just be at peace. You gotta come back there. If you feel like the chaos is kind of getting you and tugging you, and judgment's getting you, come back to your connection to source. Come back to you. Come back to your personal sense of integrity, your personal beliefs. Come back to your center. whatever that may be for you. In meditation, sometimes when it gets really chaotic and deep, I have to fast. I have to shut out the world. I have to go in my little cave for a day or two or week. Because that's how I process. But everyone's a little different. And then when I come from that space and I'm in that space, I'm freaking rock solid, man. Doesn't matter how you react to me. I'm standing. I'm freaking standing in my truth and my integrity. I'm locked in. And locked in love. And I love you guys. Hope that answers your question. Much love to you. And much love to you on your journey. You know, even the fact that you asked that question, it's probably time. And if you need a kick in the booty, you can use this as a little kick in the booty to step out. It's a beautiful space to journey into the unknown, you know? It's mystical, it's wondrous. Yeah, it's scary, but again, view it like, I've said this before, like you're on the tip top of a roller coaster, you know, and you put your hands up, you just like freaking ride it. You're just like, let's go, let's jump into this unknown, even if it does include persecution. Like, you know, you're sold out, your heart's sold out. When you fall in love with spirit and you fall in love, like, you do anything for love. You're just in love, like, it doesn't matter. Just go for it. And I love you.